Hey everybody, welcome to another video review. This one will be pretty quick. This is a new offering from Arribas Brothers. I found it, excuse me, I found it at the Crystal Store on my latest trip to Disneyland. It's a couple $100s. I think it's like 200 and change. It's very, very small, as you can see next to my hand. But this is Mickey, Dr. Mickey. And the reason I bought it is because, believe it or not, I've been looking for a Dr. Mickey for quite a few years. Now, a lot of times they're gonna have, statues and toys of Mickey as a sailor, Mickey in the military, Mickey as a police officer, Mickey as a fireman, Mickey, Minnie as a nurse, Mickey as a dentist is pretty common. But I noticed, several years ago that there's basically nothing, not even like a cheap statue. It doesn't have to be high end. Just like, anything, like a little diorama. There's no Mickey as a doctor, as a physician, which, I don't know, kind of bummed me out because I am a physician. I'm an ear, nose, and throat doctor, a head, neck surgeon. And I started looking online, looking for maybe past, collectibles and whatnot. And believe it or not, there's just very, very few. In fact, I've only ever found one other example. It's a porcelain statue of Mickey as a doctor. It's one of a pair. And normally, Mickey is the doctor and Minnie is the nurse. And so there's a pair of them. And it was done by the Armani Studios. But the price point for that was like very high. I mean, just usually it's $1,000 for both Mickey and Minnie. And for Mickey alone, it tends to be in the $500 to $600 range. So I was a little bit hesitant about getting it. And so you can imagine, my joy when I managed to see a small myriad of Mickey finally as a physician. And so I had to, buy it to display. I'm still considering whether I want to bring it to my office or not. I kind of want to, but, it is kind of valuable and really small, and it seems like it would be very easy for someone to just pocket it. So I'm kind of two minds about this. But it's very, very tiny. You can see him. This is more of like the classic doctor who would even make house calls. So you see he has his stethoscope, and it's all beautifully embedded with the Swarovski crystals and the classic pointage technique. This is a small myriad. You can see his, small doctor's bag. You can see the cross, the red cross right there. And then on his head is the basically the head mirror. And people may not know, but the head mirror is classically used by actually ear, nose, and throat doctors. We're the ones who actually use it, and we basically pioneered it and own it in the sense that this is what we use to examine people's oral cavities, their mouth, their tongue. There's a light source on our exam chair, and we turn the light source on, and then that light actually hits the mirror, and we use the mirror to redirect the beam of light into the nose, the mouth, and that type of thing. Maybe general practitioners did this way, way back in the past, but this quickly became the domain of only ear, nose, and throat doctors after a while. This was kind of part of your training to become an ENT doctor as to how to properly use, that head mirror. Of course, now as we've become more modernized, even that has essentially become obsolete. All modern ear, nose, and throat doctors have actually headlights now, right? They're very microscopic, small, the batteries are small, the light is intense. And so we no longer depend on the head mirror to reflect and refocus the light. Everything is now custom headlights. But there is still quite a bit of technique and skill involved in doing it. And so I am a little bit nostalgic that that's no longer something taught, I think, in residencies these days. But there you have it. I really love him. I love the pose. I love the fact that we finally have Mickey in his white coat with all of the cliche or classic things that you associate with medicine. But I'm especially tickled by the fact that he has that headlight on, that he has that head mirror on, which I know is sort of like a homage to old school physicians. But you can make the argument that basically Mickey is an ear, nose, and throat doctor. This is not just Mickey as a physician, but Mickey as an ENT doctor. So yeah, there you have it. This is something I wanted to just kind of make a little review on, because again, it's just so rare. I mean, next time you go to the parks, or if you want to check for yourself, look for Mickey as a doctor. You won't find Mickey as a doctor really very often at all. And this is a very new release. It was released, I think, very recently. And so I'm glad that they finally did it. I wouldn't mind something a little bit bigger. It's just so tiny. But beggars can't be choosers. I guess the next step, as a father of two daughters, is why can't we have a Minnie as a doctor, right? I mean, they always make Minnie the nurse, which is a little bit, in a sense, maybe just a little bit sexist, right? It would be nice to actually have Minnie be a physician as well, because there's a lot of very, very good female physicians, female surgeons. Every branch of medicine actually has women, and they do a fantastic job. And so it wouldn't be out of place to actually have a female have a Dr. Minnie in addition to a Dr. Mickey. But anyways, those are just my thoughts on that. Until next time, do take care.